Alrighty guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for June 26, 2023, which this week is going to kind of be a Indiana Jones recap as the new movie comes out at the end of the week, which throughout the week I'm going to be doing reviews of all 5 movies, the 4 are already out and have been out, and obviously the new one. And lucky enough that there was some tiny little bit of Indiana Jones news, what isn't related to the new movie. In fact, is related to the upcoming video game. But before I do get into that, I'm going to jump into the new releases for Star Wars, which last week there's 2 comics, Bounty Hunters issue 35 and The Mandalorian season 2 comic adaptation issue 1. Haven't read those yet, but coming out this week, there's Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, the making of season 3, which will come out June 28th. Alongside 5 comics, The Hieroglyphic Adventures issues 6, 7, and 8, all on the 28th, and Dr. Aphra issue 33, and Darth Vader Black, White, and Red issue 3, all of that comes out on the 28th, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which will come out June 30th, 2023. But let's jump into the news, starting off with some of that Indiana Jones news, which a few years ago was announced that Bethesda and Machine Games were developing a Indiana Jones video game. I don't know if it was before or after, but Bethesda got bought by Microsoft, who's currently trying to also buy Activision Blizzard. And there's a bunch of court stuff with like the FTC and all that, about all that going on right now. I really don't fully know. I know about Microsoft trying to acquire different companies. I haven't really looked into much about what's going on with Activision Blizzard and all that. I just know there's a bunch of legal stuff, and with that there's emails or something released, I don't know, which we learned some information about that Indiana Jones video game, and that it was originally going to be a multi-platform game, but after the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda, it has since now changed to an exclusive game for Xbox Series X/S and also PC. So it will not release on the PS5, which is big. I am definitely surprised. Definitely Lucasfilm was fine, and Disney was fine with going that route. But then again, I think the Knights of the Old Republic remake was going to be a exclusive to PS5 game. Obviously, that's in some development trouble right now, so I don't know if that's gonna come out. So it offsets there. But I am surprised in Indiana Jones game they wouldn't want it to also come to PS5, which obviously that was originally going to be the idea, but I guess they were somehow able to convince them to make it a Xbox exclusive, which it also seems like it will be a Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass game, so it'll come there the day it comes out. So if you have Game Pass, you'll get it right away without having to pay individually for the game. So there is that. Obviously exclusivity for video games sucks, and I wish that wasn't the case. Obviously for me, I have an Xbox, I have a PlayStation, I have a PC where I can kinda play those types of games, so it's not a big deal for me, but it is for a lot of people who can only get one console, so it does suck there. But that was really all the news there, and is really all the Indiana Jones related news. So let's jump into some Star Wars stuff. There is some stuff for the new Jedi Order film with Rey and whatnot, because there's a magazine or something, I'm not exactly sure what it is, called Production Weekly, which has this bunch of upcoming film and TV productions listed, and the upcoming new Jedi Order film was listed. Said it's going to start production April 2024, which that's definitely good news. Obviously there's the strikes currently, so I don't know, or the writer's strike, possibility of an actor's strike. So I don't know if it will actually start production then, But there was also a description, which it basically says, Rey is teaching 2 young Jedi, a girl and a boy. But it seems like that description might be false, because I saw other reports saying that is the case. So I'm just assuming right now that's wrong. It does sound possible that it could end up being what the movie's about, but just that description is false. I don't know. But that's all there really was on that. But finally, some comic news. It was revealed that a comic adaptation of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series will be released, which will be a 6-issue series from Marvel. So each issue will adapt 1 episode of the series, and it will start sometime in September. But the series will be written by Jody Houser with art by Salvador LaRocca, which I'm not really the biggest, I just don't really care for these adaptations. So, they're definitely more like looking at it more from the art perspective. And LaRocca is kind of notorious for his bad art in Star Wars comics. Mainly because I think he does a lot of like tracing and whatnot of just other images. So then, his style and all, it just kind of looks really weird. And so with an adaptation, it's probably just going to be a bunch of traced images from the show. So I'm not very interested in that. One thing I wish with these adaptations of these series and whatnot is that they change up the artist and maybe even the writer each issue, but obviously that will probably cost too much, maybe having to do that. I really don't know too much about how the comic industry works, but I wish there was a better artist on this adaptation. And with that means there'll be 2 Marvel comic adaptations going on at the same time, with Obi-Wan and The Mandalorian Season 2. So kind of taking up spots where other original stories could be used at. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this one, even though like I actually enjoyed the Obi-Wan Kenobi series a lot more than other people did. But I can just watch the show again instead. I would honestly be more interested in novelizations, because novelizations can kind of do the story at a better pace than the comics, because the comics, they're doing 1 episode per issue, and just kind of goes by really quick, and it's kind of a little too jam-packed. Your novelization can kind of do it at the right pace and maybe even add stuff too. So yeah, but that's everything this week. Obviously, like I mentioned, I'll be doing reviews of all the Indiana Jones movies this week. Probably one coming out today, and then coming out throughout the week leading up, and then probably Friday or Saturday I'll have a review of Dial of Destiny. I'm going to see it Thursday night, I think. The opening preview night, I guess. So, I'll either get it out Friday or Saturday, depending on how quickly I can write up a video on it and whatnot. So yeah, but in the meantime, you can check out my Star Wars videos. I think recently I should have had a review of The Mandalorian Season 3 finally come out, so you can check that out and everything else I do. But I've been Starzy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.